Alright guys, hooked up with the first one of the day. This is probably my, well, less than 10 drifts. We got a hot one. Oh yeah, this is just ripping. Buried that float a couple of times. I think it's a big fish. Jeez. Okay. Oh boy. Come on now. Hopefully there's a bunch of them in here today. I don't know. We will find out. It's a cool start. It's got to be 32 degrees. There's ice on everything. I have a net, but it's way up on the bank. Oh yeah, it's fish. Nice fish. I always hate doing this without a net, man. I'm gonna try my best to get them back out. I was able to get the net. Get them up. There's a bit of a rock ledge there, guys. We're definitely winning. Slowly but slowly, I would say. See if I can. It's been a while since I netted my own, guys. There's a bunch of rocks in here. Part of me wants to just beach it, to be honest with you. Oh, not a huge fish, but a nice one. For sure. For sure. Yeah, guys. We did it. We did it. Got him. Boy. Dandy. Alright. It's not even up yet. There she is. Just the gorgeous. Gorgeous. And so, I'm gonna get a good release on her. Yeah, guys. Oh, we got all kinds of vehicles coming down here. It's crowded this morning. Oh, guys. Beautiful fish. Great fight. What a morning. What a morning. Get her revived. She fought for a while. It's tough when you're netting your own. Just a gorgeous fish. And there she goes. Alright. Yeah. Whew. Alright guys, good morning. Welcome back. It's a weekday. And one of the Erie tribs was fishing. So it's a Wednesday morning. Will's at work. And I'm gonna give it my best. Try to capture a nice video for you guys and get some nice steelhead. Fishing's been a little slow. We got a bunch of water and then it just died off. And you know, all the water drained out and it stopped raining. It's gonna rain again at the end of this week, so I thought, man, I better get on it if I want to get. So that's what we're doing. Fishing egg sacs mostly, under floats, just keeping it simple. And it doesn't get any better than that. First one, you know, one of my first 10 drifts for sure. And just dunk, 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 and that float drained and she was on. So bright, strong fish. Hopefully there's a few more in here. I got somebody set up below me and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys in the hole above me. I was like, man, maybe I picked the wrong spot. But we got one to the bank. That's all that matters. No skunk in there, as our friend Bill would say. So I'm gonna get set back up here and get back at it. Remember guys, 10% off at buffalotackle.com, code Willsworld. Let's go. We're using is egg sacs, guys. And I got them in all colors. That one hit a chartreuse. I got pink, white, peach, chartreuse this morning. All kinds of freaky colors. Because I figured these fish were pretty pressured. I don't know. I don't know how many are still moving. You know, after that high water, they might be getting picked at pretty good. So there you go. You can see my hands are as red as that, as pink as that egg sac. So we can go out and make a couple of casts here and see if we can't do another one. I got to get the ice out of my guides, actually. All right, guys, we're hooked up again. That looks like a good one. What's that?
Nice.
Yeah, thanks, man. That looks like a good one.
Yeah, it does. You want help with that?
I might, yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, I'm out of the water. So.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, this just got lined up because I caught somebody's line.
Oh, wow, this thing came right to the bank. Oh, jeez. I got a net right here.
Yeah, I see it. I saw you when I was walking back out because I forgot my net in the car.
Oh, this might go actually pretty good for me here. If you don't mind just putting her in the net, it makes it a lot easier for me. Yeah, appreciate that. Get her? Maybe get her head first there? Yeah, perfect. Thanks, man. Big help. Appreciate that.
No problem.
That's the second one out of that hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm throwing spinners and spoons.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
I was looking at going above you, but I'm like, that's going to be too shallow for me. I'm going to be
It's
messing
shallow,
with you the entire
yeah.
time. But my first one
That's
I ever caught.
beautiful, beautiful chrome fish right there. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous fish. Second one of the morning. Let's get that one back. That was nice of that guy to help me out. We're talking about how many people are here this morning. This is really my first time fishing here this year. We haven't done any videos or anything here, but yeah, we think maybe a guide has a setup up there. He said they got tables and all kinds of stuff, and he's throwing spoons and spinners, so that's gonna complement what we're doing just fine. Maybe we can rotate through this water a little bit. There's actually a caprice sedan driving up the creek bed right now. That is epic. You don't see that very often, but I'll get in here, I'll get this cleaned up, and I'll show you the rig real quick. We're gonna get baited up here again, guys. I'm gonna go to white now. That fish was odd. You know, I'd actually finished the drift and I'd started reeling in, and a lot of times your egg sac will kind of flutter up as you do that, and boy, I got clobbered. It was like I was throwing a spinner or a spoon or something like that, the way that thing hit. It was unbelievable. And nice chrome fish. So we'll try another one here. Another one, guys. Another one. Holy cow, they're on fire. That was my very next cast. I think you guys saw that one. Holy cow. we might have found some here. Wow, guys. And that thing's going bonkers. Holy. I've thrown white, pink, and peach, and they hit every single one of them. So, wow, guys, that happened. There you go, guys. These fish are hot. Look at how silver that thing is. Look at how silver that thing is. Work our way over to the net here. See if I can't. I might just beach them. That is a beauty. Wow, third fish of the morning here, guys. And wow, what a fish! What a fish! Yeah. Oh, it's gonna put itself in the net. Boy, they don't get much more chrome than that, guys. Holy smokes! I'm gonna try to put her actually in the net, just because it makes it easier for me and better for the fish. Guys, you saw me put that egg sac on and just clobber them. This is one of Lake Erie's finest right here. It's just a gorgeous fish. Very next cast. Look at that. Jeez. All right. She's pretty eager to get back, but I'll give you a good look. Look at that fish. Love it. 3 for 3 this morning. Guys, I can't remember the last time I was 3 for 3 on steelhead in the first half hour of fishing, to be totally honest with you. But just beautiful chromer. Gorgeous fish. This is what it's all about this time of year. So that fish is gonna revive well. I kept it in the net. Just showed you guys real quick and kept it in the water. So, and actually it's trying to get out of the net. It's stuck. Let me dip that down and we'll let her out. There she goes, guys. Holy cow. What a morning. What a morning. I wish Will was here. I wish Will was here. Nobody likes it more than him. Made a bit of a monster out of that kid, I guess. But, yeah, guys, I can't remember the last time I went 3 for 3 in the first half an hour of steelhead fishing. And I've only fished this spot maybe 2 or 3 other times ever. I usually fish some different water, really some of the nice first holding water for them that we can get at. So we're going to continue. The sun's not even up yet. I was going to show you the setup, which I guess I can do right now. We've got the, you know, I like a long rod. This is my HMX by Fenwick, and I'm pretty sure this, let me get you the specs on this thing here. They're written in cursive or something, so it's hard to see, but it's, yeah, 12 foot 6 inch. Got my Okuma, baby. The ITX-CB. And guy below me's got one on. He's throwing spinners. That tells you what kind of bite it's gonna be. And then the business end of this is my Sheffield, my 11 ounce, or 11 gram, I'm sorry, 11 gram Sheffield. And just a couple of shot, and then 8 pound, maybe 3.5 feet of that down in my egg sack. So I'm gonna get back at it. I'm gonna help this guy land his fish, return the favor. So looks like there's a bunch of them in here today, guys. Hang on. Hey guys, working our way back up here. We just did a net job for the guy that helped us out originally, just returning the favor, and he caught a beautiful hen on a spinner. So there's all different ways to catch them. And he was talking about getting one more for the freezer and one for his buddy. So they are, you know, we don't talk about it much, but they are great eating fish if that's your choice. I'm just going to keep changing up egg sac colors, but I don't think it really matters too much. And I poked an egg. I don't usually, I accidentally got into one there, but I don't usually do that. But there it is. Get back on the rock here. That last fish hit right in front of me. You guys probably will see the float drop. Holy smoke. I did not expect that right there, to be totally honest with you. See if we can do it again. a lot of it on this creek is just, and it is all places, but they are not very forgiving if you have any amount of drag on your bait. And so the perfect drift is absolutely mandatory in here. And that just means making sure that you'll see me from time to time kind of do this with the rod or tug at it or so on. But that's what I'm doing, is trying to get my line off the water and make sure that the bait comes first as it's going down. You won't get bit otherwise. So it makes it easier too to fish kind of down and away, if you will, because it's just easier line control naturally. It seems like there's just a bunch of hot fish in here, which is super exciting. I don't care if I don't catch another one all day. What a morning. Holy smokes. Well, he's re-rigging. I'm gonna... Oh, I missed him. I missed that fish, guys. Oh. Yep, sure enough, he got one of my eggs. There's still enough of them that aren't popped in there. So, and all I keep doing, you can see the seams here. I just keep picking a different one, letting it float. Pick a different one, let it float. They're all gonna have fish in them at one point or another. So we might even get up into there's a little bit of fast water riffle up above us. We might try to get into there as well. Will usually has good luck there. See what happens as the sun comes up and it gets brighter. They may move tighter to that fast water for a little bit of cover. This is not that deep, so. All right, guys, hooked up again. I'm doubled with the guy below me. Oh yeah, big sloppy steelhead thrashing out there. Holy cow. Yeah, I love it. Oh, this one just wrapped in everything. Holy cow. You can see my float under him. I mean, this fish hit and just rolled and rolled and rolled. Usually it's really tough to get these. And I don't know. Oh, maybe it just popped. Maybe it just came on hook. Oh, God. Guys, you can see my float just wrapped and wrapped and wrapped around this fish. And unless they want to unwrap, which it started to. I think it's caught on the float, though. This thing just wrapped in the line immediately. Holy smokes.
You saw the jump this one too.
Yeah, these fish are nuts. Oh, there we go. Started to come undone. He's still rolling over. It's wrapped around it. See, I can pull him up. Oh, almost got her on. Almost got her. There we go. I guarantee you that's in the mouth, but it's just I'm gonna lift him up here real quick. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Oh gosh, the line is just all over this fish. So then that's gonna help me and help her stay well. So let's see what we can do here. Oh gosh, the line is just, as soon as this fish hit, it just rolled. You can see the line is all around its pec. I mean, there it is. There it is. Gosh. All right, let me get this fish unhooked.
This one's huge.
That's a big fish, yeah. The guy up above me. You can see it did take it right in the mouth. Not the best fight because it was all wrapped up, but sometimes that's just how it goes, you know. So, all right, let me get into some deeper water. That's a beautiful steelhead, guys. Lake Erie's best. That's a fat female. That's gosh, 4 foot per animal maybe. I mean, it doesn't get much better. Holy smokes. See if I can get you a good look at this fish. Starting to be even a few more guys, if you can believe that. Look at that, guys. Holy cow. Just a beauty of a steelhead. Look at that. Not much of a fight, because like I said, as soon as I you're still in the net, huh? There she is. There she is. out into the deeper water. Whew, man. Work our way back to the shoreline here. Wow, the net's been clutch this morning. I'm glad I remembered to get it out of Will's truck. The guy down from me just landed his as well. He got a nice male, and man, that's my fourth steelhead this morning. They've all been just chromers. Like, holy cow, guys, this is what we do it for this time of year. And these fish, I mean, they're just hot. So I'm gonna get rigged up. Here they back out there. A bunch of guys coming. They arrived a little late and from the truck. Unfortunately, saw us just banging on. So things are gonna get a little tight here, but shoot, I got 4 for 4. You can't complain with that. There's plenty in here, obviously. They've caught them all in different locations in the pool too. That one was right in front of me again. So obviously, that's a chartreuse bag this time. Obviously, just a mess of them in here. And the guy in the peripherals pushing up above me. You can see, just beautiful. You can see the crowd up in the distance there. But yeah, see if we can get on another one. Why not? Keep fishing. Mornings like this don't happen very often for me. So I got ice in my guides. I mean, it's a show. Now, check this out, guys. It's October. It's October and we're tapping ice out, you know? So, holy smokes. Get that squared up. My rod is covered in ice. I mean, it's unbelievable. But that was a pretty close cast I made there. Didn't even go far. You can probably see my float out there. It was probably right there or inside of that even. There's a nice slow water seam close, like almost at my rod tip out there, and they tend to favor it, and guys wait out and they'll spook them off of that spot, and it's one of the nicest spots to fish. Easy, you know, you don't have to mend too much line because it's right at your feet. It's close. So wow, I just think there's a lot of fish in here this morning moving, you know, coming up, and so I think I bumped bottom there. I'll fish it out and see what happens here. Alright guys, you can see the frost on my bag. I broke one off right there on the hook set. So I was being lazy and not changing up my leader. I didn't even check my leader, and it went down, and sure enough. So 8-pound fluorocarbon. Again, everything's a little brittle this morning. We use Seagar. Just get that guard off of there. We use Seagar. I'm gonna tie on like a 3.5-foot leader, and I can show you all that stuff. But yeah, I had too much line out on the hook set, and when I got that all picked up, the float was still under, and so at that point I was a little panicked, and I set it hard, and it snapped halfway up the leader, oddly enough. So just a basic trilene knot is all I'm doing here, guys, with my 8-pound. I got a 12-pound main line. So the reason for that is because when you snag, you don't want to break off every stinking thing. And then I'll put a couple of bigger shot above the swivel, and then I've got like this leader that's like, you know, 3 feet long. So let me move some stuff out of the way here, and I've got a hook on. Let's see. Alright, hooks, size 6s. For me, most of the time. Will messes around with that a little bit. He uses some different sizes, maybe 8s. I think now he's having some trouble with his bead fish staying buttoned up, so he's going to go to 4s, which is pretty interesting. But there's that. I'm going to tie that on using the trilene knot as well. Oh, I got it on the first try. This morning I stood here for 10 minutes trying to get the line through the eye of that thing in the dark. Don't get old. Now there's, oh, and I botched it. Of course. Sorry guys. But it happens, whatever. So just wrap it, tri-lead knot, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it on my finger, pull it through, and then you want to wet that. I'll just stick it in your mouth for a second, and then use your nails to kind of cinch that knot down and pull it tight. I bite off the tag end, and that's really it. I'm gonna put 7 split shot between that hook and that swirl. All right, I got everything. Then we're gonna fish it. Put back together. Gonna go back to pink. Again, I just keep rotating through those egg sac colors. They all worked. So the one thing I will say is I try to hook it at the opposite side as the knot there. I don't want anything in the way of that hook gap. So I'm gonna make a slight adjustment on the float so it looks a little shallow. Yep, that should do it. See if we can pull off another one here. So I think we're like 4 for 6 this morning now. The 2 that I lost though were odd circumstances. I don't know if we'd even count those really. So, it seems like the water's coming up a little bit too, which is strange. There's been no rain or anything. Oh, I got that weighted perfectly now. I was having trouble mending my line and stuff, and Will always says you don't use enough weight, so I filled it up. I got 11 grams, maybe plus, on that 11 gram, and it makes all the difference in the world. You know immediately when you've got your float weighted correctly, and I do think we have it. So we might have to set just a smidge deeper here. Slight adjustment. I definitely didn't have enough weight on this morning. I was going super stealth mode. Holy smokes. Alright guys, here we go. It quieted right down on the egg sacs, and I think there's still plenty of fish in there. So when Will watches this, he's gonna freak out, but I'm gonna go to beads. Pick out a bead here, and we're gonna do it. Will says that you know, a lot of times when they get a little finicky, I've seen him do it over and over. See what he does over and over and over again. He puts on a tiny little bead and they go bonkers. What is the color here? I don't know. He'd probably go with an 8 mil, but I'm gonna use a 10. I call it corn. It's not, but that's the color I'm gonna go with. I have great luck in here with that. And we've got some other ones to try. We've got some smaller ones and stuff like that, and some jigs and whatever. Now this is not a one-trick pony here, so I gotta believe there's still a lot of fish in there. Let's thread that through and get her hook tied on and call it good. And then you've got to peg it as well with one of these, bead pegs. And I like to stick that in from the top so that it's not tightening, because that bead is going to slide a lot of times when the fish bites. I don't want any more resistance than I have to. I know a lot of you guys don't save the other half, but I do. I guess I'm cheap that way. The other thing is I might not. You might find you don't need as much weight when you're doing this, because that bead is not going to be as buoyant. I may need to reset my depth, but we're going to give her a go, just like that. The sun is out. It's bright. You can tell already the float acts differently with the bead. It's the craziest thing. It's just a slightly smaller offering. Maybe it'll do it. A little bit of, just a couple inches. Try that. Alright guys, just a quick update. The sun's up pretty high. I switched over to beads, trying to maybe trick some fish. A little bit smaller offering, and just nothing. The guy below me was throwing spinners. He's like, they shut off. He was hammering them too. And now the hole above us, where all those guys were, they're starting to poke away at them, like one here, one there. Nothing huge or real fast paced, but like getting some fish. So I don't know. We might call it a day, or we might bump to another spot. But definitely when the sun hits the water, things change. We're trying to figure that out right now. It's still cold. You can see my breath. So a few more drifts. We'll see what happens here. Alright guys, coming up on 9 o'clock, so we fished that for about an hour and a half, 4 for 6. Gonna go try another spot. I got on the phone with Will and he's like, what are you still doing there? They stopped biting. So there's a couple other spots we like. We're just gonna, I'm just gonna go check them out, and we'll get back to you when that happens, and hopefully we can poke a couple more this morning. That'd be sweet. So come on. I always feel optimistic grabbing the net. Better to have this. is a nice hole, guys. Holy smokes. Usually it's tough to get out here. But this is at the top of a pretty stout section of rocks and rapids. And I gotta believe it's a stopping point today. And it looks like there's one up above me too. I don't usually fish here. This is one of Will's new favorite spots, I should say. So we're just kind of exploring, but there was a guy here when I got here, and he saw me coming and beat feet to a little spot we wanted to hit, but he's fly fishing, and you know we like to follow fly fishermen. So I made a couple of casts with this bead, but I'm not gonna stick with it. I'm gonna change to egg sacks. This hole is really, really nice, and I'm gonna switch to an egg sack and see if we can get one more biter on the day here. We're gonna go with pink. If I had a confidence color in egg sacks, it would probably be pink. Ever so slightly, just through the, you can see that's barely hanging on there. That's all you need. That mesh isn't going anywhere. The fish bites that, you're hooking them most times. So there's so much holding water right here, I don't even know where to begin. And I'm also not sure how deep it is, so I'm trying to make adjustments as I go. That bead kind of gave me an indication, but I don't think I'm quite right. And oddly enough, this morning when I caught all this fish, I was set like a foot shallow. I was way off the bottom, which I've never really seen that before. That's how aggressive the fish were that were in that hole, and then they bit, and then they quit. So that's why we find ourselves right here. And I gotta believe there's a friggin' steelhead here that just wants to chomp an egg sack. Can't imagine. And I think it's pretty deep. I think I'm just about there. Alright, off to the next little hole here. I let that fly fisherman work down through the hole I really wanted to fish. Oh man, this one is deep and like, I can't believe I didn't get bitten there, honestly. But this little side chute over here is the one I actually wanted to fish. So let's see. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this morning. Just a few hours on the water is nice. I did find a couple of nice holes up here on low water that I'll have to tell Will about, and they'll hold fish at some point. Just couldn't get any biters today. Sun got up real high. The fish have been off all week. I don't know, so I feel real lucky to go 4 for 6 this morning. The 2 that I lost were total, yeah, you know, whatever. I screwed them up bad, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, just a great morning on the water. Some beautiful Lake Erie steelhead. Lots more of it coming. It's been a slow start to the season because of lack of rainwater, and it continues to plague us. And now they're talking about a hurricane that's going to dump inches. And so this may be one of the last chances I get to fish this creek for a while. It responds really poorly, as do most of the tributaries, to like sudden gushing rainfalls, kind of gully washers. So that's going to be it probably for at least a week after that rain. But some things are heating up other places. Will's got some guide trips. We'll bring those to you. That's something different for us this year that we're having a lot of fun with. And remember, 10% off for some of the tackle that you see us use at buffalotackle.com. It's code Willsworld, and you get your marabou jigs, you get your Sheffield floats, your Riversider rods, all the good stuff. So kind of the foundation of some of our gear there. So check it out, and we'll see you on the water.